Cheryl White is helping us keep track of time this morning on Good Day.
Yeah, my goal this morning, guys, was to help Jeff reset the more than 900 clocks here at Champ's Clock Shop. And I'll tell you, I don't think we're going to make it before 9 because this is only like 10. So we have only 950 or so to go. More coming up.
Most people probably had a hard time getting out of bed this morning after a daylight saving change this weekend, but the folks at Champ's World of Clocks are up bright and early to change hundreds of clocks they have. Fox 5's Cheryl White is live there this morning to lend a hand. Cheryl, you know, I had a hard time getting out of bed this morning.
Yeah, me too, Jeff. But you wouldn't if you lived anywhere close to Champ's Clock Shop because they have a giant clock outside that rings the hour for you. So it's kind of a nice way to wake up, at least I think. If you lived in the neighborhood. Hey, look at this. All right, that one's done. That's 11. They have some very unusual clocks here. The one you just saw where all of the works are exposed. And then this one in a glass case where you can actually see inside all the way around. All four sides are glass, so you can see how everything works in there. So they have from the grandfather clocks to these kind of more modern clocks to the table clocks. And these come in all different shapes and sizes. And I'm going to scoot around here, just walk in front of Blaze, get a better look at these. And Jeff Champion is with me again. Your dad started the clock shop, and you guys have over the years amassed so many different types of clocks.
Well, it was his thing. He loved a variety, and what a better way to enjoy something that you enjoy as much as he did, which is clocks, is to have your own shop and as many of them as you can stand to look at or listen to. And it was a dream come true for him, and we've kept the dream alive.
What do you think is your most unique clock?
Oh, probably our tower clock. I mean, it's not something that you're going to sell to somebody or it's going to go home with them, but it's the heartbeat of our business here, and it chimes and strikes all day long, and it's just tells you you're home when you hear it.
So how do the neighbors feel about that?
Well, the one neighbor threatened to shoot it out of the tower if it woke him up. but it, you know, we put a counterweight on it so it didn't chime so loud for the first week. The next week, we took the weight off. We let them have it.
It's really something, and you have to see it. It's in Douglasville and certainly worth the drive to come here because really, Jeff, it's almost more like a museum than a shop.
We hear that a lot. It's, you know, a lot of people say, I can't believe this place is where it's at. But then they say, you know, this is like a museum. And then they say, well, you ought to charge admission. And I say, well, you can be the first to pay.
That is so nice of you. Yeah. Hey, you know, we've been talking all morning about the world's largest true cuckoo clock. And I'd like for you to, while we look at some of the other ones, explain what makes a true cuckoo clock.
Well, first, it's got to be a clock. It can't be a building or a just something that's a billboard or something that's not a clock that can't be moved from one room to another. Our cuckoo clock has its status because, for one, it was made in Germany. It was hand-carved in Germany. It's made of black forest pines, and it has all the specifications to be a true, real cuckoo clock. And as you can see here...
All right, the unveiling.
It's a whopper.
There it is. So while we look at that, tell me, how tall is this clock?
It's 14 feet from the tip of the bottom leaf to the top of the antlers, and it's about 5.5 feet wide. It uses an actual cuckoo clock works just like any other cuckoo clock, but with just extended systems to make it work with its big size.
How much does it weigh?
The shipping crate was about 750 pounds. The clock probably weighs about 450, somewhere along in there, but it takes 6 guys to get that sucker off the wall.
Wow. Yeah, you're going to have a really nicely supported wall to hold a clock this size.
Oh, yeah. There's a 4x6 in the wall and a half-inch lag bolt holding that one up.
Wow. That is one incredible piece of workmanship. Jeff, thank you so much for inviting us in this morning.
We enjoyed it.
It's Champ's. It's a clock shop in Douglasville, unlike anyone I think you'll ever see. It's an amazing place. So, Jeff, once you come in here, it doesn't seem so bad changing your 1 or 2 clocks at home.
No, and I want you to get to work. There's lots of clocks there to change.
Yeah, I have 945 to go.
Okay. You can be off the rest of the morning. Go ahead.
Yeah, a little while.